Okay, so uh, today I want to kind of talk about, well, a bunch of different stuff. There's not just one set thing. I'm all over the place. Um, anyways, that's the joy of having a brain injury, I guess. Just all over the place. Um, but one of the things is I wanted to talk about was, um, your guides when they're talking to you and stuff. And I've heard people say, like, I mean, well, there's people who hear all sorts of mean things, and they don't know where it's coming from. Maybe some of them think it's just their higher self beating them down, but mine, they'll be firm, but they're not ever mean. They'll just be like cut and dry, but they're never mean. They're always building you up. But so mine yesterday told me that I needed to stop paying attention to what these other people are talking about and stuff, and I needed to focus on some other things. So I decided, okay, I've wanted to watercolor, and if we're gonna keep being in this situation, you keep on hoping, like, oh, maybe it's this week. But then each week goes past and the zombies just get crazier. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know when the military is going to say enough is enough. I don't know how deep a hole these people have to dig for themselves. I mean, I know out here where I am, I got to just keep telling myself, like all the nighttime guest shows, whatever those things are called, the nighttime people that are on to train your brain, they are, all of them, their viewership has just plummeted, along with all of the mainstream media that, nobody's watching, nobody believes them. And I guess viewership on YouTube is skyrocketing because everybody is trying to find somebody else to talk to or somebody else to listen to or who can tell them the truth and stuff. People are just so over being lied to nonstop. And, they just continue to lie. I mean, they've got themselves in a hole. They're about to be completely exposed for being really sick crimes. Really sick, And maybe if I had done these things, I would, murder everybody to save my own skin too. I don't know. It's pretty nutty. But yeah, these people who are still so locked in, like, to be blaming Trump for stuff happening right now. It's like, oh my God. And I keep getting messaged. I did a mic drop and they don't like it. But I've got well over 20 notifications right now. I'm just not answering them. I'm just, I'm not going to sit here and spend my time going back and forth, being attacked nonstop by these people. And then they keep turning it around and saying that I am the aggressor. I can't even say that my son-in-law is having issues after having the thing. I can't even talk about that on there. So, I'm being told that I'm a liar and, I'm lying about my degree. I mean, they can't wrap their heads around anything. Somebody goes in there and says, Trump's garbage and people who don't get these things, they're just, they should all be strung up and stuff like that. That's acceptable. That's okay. You don't talk in that, then you're being attacked. And it's just nuts because then they say that you're attacking them. It's like, what? Oh my God, backwards. But, yesterday I had said that, made the comparison about the, see if I can think of how I worded it. It was something about, history has shown what fear does to people. I mean, just look what happened with the Jews and the blacks. And I said, and now the unvaccinated, you can, whatever I said. And then, oh my gosh, they just went insane. And this one girl just sent me this long message. How dare you try and compare the people that don't have these with people who have long suffered? Oh my gosh, you're just so disgusting. I was like, so, and when another girl, she told me, this is the last two things. Another girl was saying that it's completely approved, it's completely safe, everyone should be getting these. There is no excuse, absolutely no excuse, other than you don't care about people. And that's no excuse. You're just too rotten to be alive. And so I said, well, it's not FDA approved. And she lost her mind and told me, I'm a complete liar and crazy. And it is approved for emergency. So I went in and explained, yeah, okay, it's approved for emergency. They made a new thing because of this. What's happening? It's an emergency. Even though I don't know anybody who's died, it's an emergency. And then, but I said, but it takes 10 years to go through and be with all the testing and stuff. So that's not going to be ready for a while. And they've already said they can't say this is safe because they haven't put it through all their testing. And so, and they say right in their thing, it's experimental. So you go on, girl. Thank you. The world thanks you for you putting yourself out there to be a lab rat for a big pharma. You go, girl. You virtuous. Oh, God. Save the planet. And then the other one, I did this whole thing of, explaining to her, no, these people were all living their lives when the government created division and told them these people were unclean and to fear these people. And so these people, jumped right in. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm not going to let these dirty people get me diseases. Give them a different water fountain. Hell yeah. No, I'm not riding on the same damn bus as these people or the same airplane. No, I'm totally for, lynching, and I'm totally for the, we should have farms. And if they have gas chambers, so be it. These people have chose. That's what Leper Island's for. Anyways, they've lost their mind, I'm sure, because they're just, I guess, one after another going in. But I'm just over it. I'm so done with trying to, once you planted the seeds, you get to sit there for days and days and days trying to lead the blind. When they don't want to see, when they don't want to go anywhere, when they're just too scared, they're just stuck in their own little world. Oh, one girl started telling me how rude I was because whatever I said. Oh, this because my original question on here, when the people were attacking the people and I saw this conversation, my original question was just, how many people does everybody know who has died locally, like personally know these people? And nobody was saying anything. And then one person said, the one lady who lost her damn mind and said Trump killed her family. Because the one I said that she needed to get a lawyer because, she said that they're immunocompromised with cancer. They're in the hospital. They have them in a shared room. Visitors are coming in. I'm like, okay, well, I get a lawyer. So that one, but it was all Trump's fault. Don't worry about any of that stuff. It's Trump. And then, so then this other girl, she came in and she started going, well, my aunt's grandma died and my best friend's grandma and aunt and uncle died and 3 cousins, 2 parents, Bob, my dog, my uncle, and my brother all had it. And at first I thought, so her whole family was wiped out by this? Man, I was just like, sorry. Your family was hit really hard. I'm really sorry. And then I was reading something else and I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, that's not what that says. that says that those people had it. So I went in and I clarified, so you're saying these people died, but these people had it. I just want to be clear because I'm trying to figure out how many people actually have died. I'm the most insensitive person in the world. How dare you? And then, so she told me, how insensitive. And it was a way longer list. I mean, the names I've been called, I don't even know all of the things that was said. But, I'm just this horrible, thoughtless person. And I said, well, it's all perspective. Because my perspective is I say one damn thing on here, and they're trying to figure out what tree they're going to hang me from. And, when it's a group, this is like Twilight Zone, episode 350, episode 492, episode 23, episodes like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then I said, well, she lost her mind. No, there's one perspective and it's mine. And I was like, no, there's your perspective and, 10 of your friends that all have the same perspective. But then there's a billion other people out there in the world with different perspectives. So, it's just the facts. It's not the facts in this world. This world is you either comply, you either fit into the, whatever it's the loudest one who picks the cookie. You fit into that cookie cutter, or, well, I was already told, I just need to leave. I need to move from this area. I'm the problem. I'm the problem in this area. Yeah. So anyways, today it's going to be, just ignore these constant notifications. Don't get caught up in their ridiculous drama. It's pointless to try and, I've said everything there is to say. I've tried to point out to them, that they've lost their mind, that they are expecting people to go take experimental drugs. Big Pharma has never proven, especially to me. Jesus Christ, the whole medical establishment is corrupt as fuck. That veterinarian that I was talking about the other day, who was coming out about the veterinary medical establishment being corrupt as fuck, when he started saying about home remedies and stuff and how to care for your animal and how to feed it properly and stuff like that, they pushed him out. They wouldn't let him keep being licensed. No, he said, you follow the narrative of what you're told, or you are not allowed to be involved. And that is what we're seeing right now with all the medical establishment. How many people will, okay, whatever, give me a check, I'll sell my soul, I don't care, anything for money. Yeah, no integrity. And then you have other people who are like leaving, yelling out across the internet about what's going on, the real science behind it, and they're being shut down and, fired from their jobs and everything. So, I don't know, you can't believe people who put money before lives, you just can't. And they're doing it all over the place, and they're doing it to cover sicko crimes. It's just so weird, man. I really thought we would be, I did not think this summer was going to be like this. I should have really known, because last year when I heard, because during 2020, the astrology stuff, all of the planets lined up exactly like how they did during 1776 during the revolution. And so, they said this was going to be like crazy year. Well, by the end of 2020, they were doing the 2021, and they said, don't expect anything different. It's going to be just as intense as 2020. So, but I still thought it would be more of like stuff being exposed. I mean, the stuff is being exposed, but it just keeps being exposed to the same people. The other people, their heads are so far up their own asses, they don't know. I have no clue what's going on in the world. And, it still, to me, is this, just keep getting message after message. To me, it is just, it is this battle with time. And that was another thing too that they told me was, you know, if you're the chapter's already written. That chapter's already written. You're in a different chapter in the book. If you want to just skip over to that chapter, look at all of the pages you just missed. You want to skip over, you want to just focus on what's in the next chapter. Have you paid attention to what's going on in these chapters? You know, you got to be in the here and now, otherwise you miss the whole experience. If you're always waiting for what's going to happen, you're missing out on what's happening. So that's where I'm telling you that they're firm. They'll tell you, you know, but it's all stuff that makes sense. Yeah. You know, I can't sit here and keep worrying about something, but they said what is written is written. Like, we're just replaying this. Some people say, you know, we're just replaying something that already happened. The whole thing is, you know, I don't know when we create it, you know, in our dead world, when we create this life, if then is when it's created, it's already established. Then when you go incarnate and you go to experience it, it's already written. You've already made the choices you were going to make, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, Stella's going to have a meltdown. I'll be back in a sec.